Since I was a boy, I always dreamed of traveling to the country of Egypt because of its many mysteries. Home of one of the wonders of the world, the Great Pyramids. It also has on exhibit the treasures found from King Tutankhamun's tomb to the great temple of Luxor located by that beautiful Nile River. And my dream finally came true in April of 2019, where I was able to go to Egypt, and I consider it to this day my best trip ever. And my adventure started with my final approach into Cairo. I remember looking out the window of my airplane and can see as far as the eye could see 16-story apartment buildings really close together. Looked like thousands of Legos stacked on their end. And I quickly found out that Cairo is the home of 25 million people. I never knew it was that big. And I could tell or get a sense of what 25 million people feels like on my way from the airport being driven by my guide to my hotel. Thousands of cars zigzagging back and forth with no road markings, no traffic lights. It was organized chaos. Pedestrians walking in a maze trying to get around vehicles. But I quickly forgot about that organized chaos when my eyes first gazed upon the Great Pyramids way off in the distance, making up the ancient Cairo city skyline. And I had a chance to visit those pyramids on the back of a camel. Took my first camel ride. It was actually quite comfortable. The hardest part of riding a camel is getting on it and not falling off when it stands up on its feet. But when I traveled to those Great Pyramids, I never could imagine how high they were. Over 400 feet tall, made up of thousands of sandstones weighing 2,000 pounds apiece. Still to this day, engineers marvel on how they engineered that 4,000 years ago. Now, those pyramids once held the tomb of ancient kings and all of their treasure that they planned on bringing to the afterlife, which those tombs have long since been looted. So if you want to see what a tomb looks like and what would be contained in a tomb, then I strongly recommend traveling to the Cairo Museum, which had 60 to 70 mummies, still preserved like they were wrapped yesterday. Got a chance to see King Tut's exhibit and looked at one of the most recognized artifacts in the world, and that's the King Tut death mask, valued at millions of dollars. Another prized possession for the Cairo Museum is the dagger that was found on King Tut's chest. Not only did the handle have gold and rubies, but the most fascinating part of that is the blade of that dagger was made of a metal not found here on Earth. Archaeologists say that that blade was made of meteorite. Quickly flew out the next day to Aswan, where I boarded my mini cruise ship, for lack of a better term, and sailed down the Nile to the great city of Luxor. And in Luxor is the Luxor Temple, which is held together by over 120 pillars. Most of them are 15 feet in diameter. They go up 120 feet tall, and each pillar is approximately 70 tons in weight. The pillar brought honor to ancient pharaohs, including Ramses II, but also part of that temple I noticed was made of a red granite. That was an addition that was added on by Alexander the Great when he came in and conquered Egypt, proclaiming himself as an Egyptian god. Cairo, Egypt is an amazing place. There's nothing like it. And if you want to see where it all began, you want to see the Great Pyramids, you want to see the splendor of King Tut, and you want a high adventure vacation, Egypt is the place to go. It will trump any vacation you've ever known. Thank you.